Somebody's Mother by Mary Dow Brine. The woman was old and ragged and grey, and bent with the chill of the winter's day. The street was wet with a recent snow, and the woman's feet were aged and slow. She stood at the crossing and waited long, alone, uncared for, amid the throng of human beings who passed her by. None heeded the glance of her anxious eye. Down the street, with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep. Past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way, nor offering a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir, lest the carriage wheels or the horses' feet should crowd her down in the slippery street. At last came one of the merry troop, the gayest laddie of all the group. He paused beside her and whispered low, "I'll help you cross, if you wish to go." Her aged hand on his strong young arm she placed, and so, without hurt or harm, he guided the trembling feet along, proud that his own were firm and strong. Then back again to his friends he went, his young heart happy and well content. She's somebody's mother, boys, you know, for all she's aged and poor and slow, and I hope some fellow will lend a hand to help my mother, you understand? If ever she's poor and old and grey, when her own dear boy is far away. And somebody's mother bowed her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, "God be kind to the noble boy, who is somebody's son, and pride and joy."
This is a beautiful poem, Somebody's Mother, written by Mary Dow Brine. This poem, at the beginning itself, reminds me of the scripture text. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. This sums up the entire lesson that Mary Dow Brine wants to convey. Here the poetess tells us that we should help those who are in need. Kindness is a virtue. It multiplies and comes to us in one or the other way. It was a winter evening. An old woman was waiting to cross a busy road near a school. She was very old, and her hair was grey, and she was very poor. Her dress was torn. She was a lone woman. She was waiting for a long time. Nobody looked at her, nor even glanced at her. Suddenly, children come out of school as it closed for the day. They passed the lonely old woman, but none paid any attention to the old lady. The poor old woman stood by the road as she feared that she would be trampled under the horses' feet or the carriage wheels. A group of happy boys came there. It so happened that one of the boys, very cheerful and lively, saw this old woman waiting to cross the road. The boy ran to her and helped her to cross the road. He guided the trembling feet and supported her by his firm and strong arms. And later he explained to his friends that one day his own mother could be in a similar situation and that someone else would help her. He explained to the boys that the old lady was somebody's mother. After all, even though she was now old and poor and slow, he hoped that someone sometime may lend a helping hand to his own mother if she became old and poor and grey and he was so far away. In her home that night, the old lady prayed for the boy who helped her to cross the road. Her heart was overwhelming, overflowing with gratitude and pride. She prayed, God, be kind to him, somebody's son. So, dear friends, whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them. Show kindness and be kind to those in need. Render your helping hand. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. Wherever there is a human in need, there is an opportunity for kindness, and that makes a difference. A man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself. Thank you.